So Leveon Bell, where I don't even know where Leveon Bell has been. He's been making music apparently. I don't know where Leveon has been because he hasn't been playing football. Decides to start speaking about, of course, who other than Daniel Jones. If you've watched my channel before, I have plenty of videos out on Daniel Jones and how everyone kind of blackballs him for no reason. The guy trips on one play, and that's all you hear everyone talk about him. Daniel Jones is not good. He turns the ball over. He's not a great quarterback. Blase, blase, blah. Other quarterbacks like Justin Herbert, other quarterbacks get every pass in the world. They've had a lot better weapons than Daniel Jones has been able to work with. But yeah, Daniel Jones is garbage. He's bad. He just won a playoff game, but who cares? That man tripped 2 years ago. Everyone decides to talk about that when it comes to Daniel Jones. Leveon Bell, speaking about the running back position, speaking about Saquon Barkley, decides to throw Daniel Jones under the bus, just as everybody else does. But this one's a little different. Y'all react to this clip real quick.
Daniel Jones. You're like, you're doing your sports broadcasting thing, so you can't say it, but I will. Daniel Jones is not, he's in the bottom tier. He's in the bottom tier NFL quarterback. He's in the bottom tier. He's not mediocre. They're average quarterbacks. He's in the bottom tier.
Hold on. You pucker them lips for that nonsense? Despicable.
And I'm not here trying to talk bad about Daniel Jones. I'm just trying to be real for everybody who's hearing it. He's in the bottom tier. Saquon is in the top tier of his position, his running back. So
Leveon Bell thinks that Daniel Jones is not even mediocre, not even average in the football league. He's the bottom tier when it comes to a quarterback. So is he saying that he's Matt Ryan, a Zach Wilson, that type of quarterback compared to this past season? A Sam Darnold? That's who he's comparing him to? The same quarterback that just had over 300 passing yards, over 70 rushing yards in an NFL game, an NFL playoff game? This is the same quarterback he's talking about. Where one, Leveon Bell, once again, I don't know where you've been. Where have you been? And the one time I see your name, you're talking about Daniel Jones being bad. Support the idea that Saquon Barkley is really good. Saquon Barkley is immensely talented. He's one of the best backs in the league, top 5, borderline top 3 in my opinion. And of course, I love Saquon Barkley. I've been saying this for a while. But why does it have to be that Daniel Jones sucks and that's why Saquon Barkley's been carrying this team? I've seen Saquon Barkley on this team without Daniel Jones. I've seen him with Daniel Jones. Listen, there hasn't been that much winning going around in the Giants culture for a very long time now. There hasn't been. You know what there also hasn't been? Weapons for Daniel Jones to throw to. I was just talking about in the last video. His best receiver that he's thrown to was Golden Tate. Golden Tate. So we want to talk about Saquon Barkley. I understand Saquon Barkley is a great talent. I love Saquon Barkley. I definitely think he's one of the best running backs in the game. I wish he got a contract. But we can't act like he's been carrying this team to wherever it's been. Because if you say that, we've had one playoff win in his 4 years, 5 years of playing. 4 years if you subtract the year that he got hurt. Daniel Jones, towards the end of last season, was making leaps and bounds. And this offense was making leaps and bounds. I don't have to continue to repeat this because if you watched my channel before, if you haven't seen those, I'll post the links up there. Daniel Jones was leading this offense towards the end of the last season. Especially in that playoff game that we won. In that playoff game that we lost, we were severely overmatched. I've talked about that before. Offensive line, defensive line, all across the board, we were overmatched. We got stomped on. But I've seen Saquon Barkley get shut down. I've seen it before. It's not sustainable to win in that manner. It doesn't happen anymore. Saquon Barkley is still probably our best playmaker. And who knows? Darren Waller's been tearing up camp. It might not even be that case. But Daniel Jones should at least be average in this league. At least respected enough to be in that same conversation of being in the middle of the pack. I think that's a W in my book because people want to say that he's bottom 5, bottom 8, all these crazy things. When he went head-to-head in a shootout with Kirk Cousins, who some people think is top 10 in this league, he went head-to-head with him and beat him. Leveon Bell was sitting on his couch for a very long time, and at the end of the day, if he's talking for Saquon Barkley's situation and he's trying to tell him what to do, tell him not to do what you did. We know what happened with Leveon Bell. Leveon Bell decided to sit out when he got franchised out the second time, which once again, I'm all pro player. We can't root for the organizations. I love the Giants, but I can't root for them against our own players because the players are trying to get their bag. But he sat out a whole year, did not play a whole year. Got a big contract from the Jets, but it wasn't the best contract. He got a big one, but not the best one. And he never lived up to it. Not one bit. Despicable. Not a single bit. And you could argue that the running back market hasn't been the same since that very moment. Saquon Barkley's contract situation could be a little different because of you, Leveon. So stop blaming Daniel Jones. Stop blaming all these different things. A quarterback's going to get paid more than a running back. It's going to happen. We all know this. A quarterback is always going to get prioritized more than a running back because people search for franchise quarterbacks, not franchise running backs. There's a reason why that happens. Is there a world where I think Saquon Barkley could have got his money and still can? I do. Because once again, it wasn't about the dollar amount. Saquon Barkley's situation had nothing to do with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones getting paid $40 million had nothing to do in terms of, oh, if they saved a little bit, they could have gave it to Saquon. That wasn't the case. The market is the market. The Giants are going to pay more than the market for their running back when all these other running backs are getting paid a lot less. Dalvin Cook has still have yet to get signed. Dalvin Cook has still yet to be signed. And Saquon Barkley's about to make $11 million, $10 million this upcoming season. $11 million with incentives. That's a lot more than what these other running backs are going to get. So this whole thing about Daniel Jones needs to be put to rest, but I'm tired of the disrespect. We just had LaShawn McCoy, which I didn't even want to pay no mind to him, but I'll bring him up. LaShawn McCoy talking about if a quarterback is a house, Daniel Jones is a garage. These people are crazy. The national media just doesn't like Daniel Jones. Has him blackballed and blacklisted somewhere else. But all these other quarterbacks, all these glorious quarterbacks, listen, I'll still be talking about it until it happens. Justin Herbert hasn't done anything for his team in a team manner, winning a playoff game, anything like that. He just became the highest paid quarterback in the league. Pay your guy all you want. All I know is that Daniel Jones has more playoff wins than him. Dak Prescott's been in this league for a little while now. He only has one more playoff win than Daniel Jones. I'm expecting big things out of him, and best believe after he gets paid $40 million, of course I want him to do good. Of course I think he should take that next step. But the disrespect is just crazy, and all this man does is work. Something you can't argue about. He's never responded to any of these comments, never did anything wrong off the field that we know of, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't done anything. And also, this man just works in silence. Darius Slayton's always talking about this man and defending him. You know why? They respect their leader for their team. Daniel Jones is the leader. You might not see it on the outside, but in that locker room, they respect him. Why? Because he's the first one in, the last one out. All this man does is grind, and all the media does is slander him. But that's cool. Y'all can love on your other quarterbacks. I love my quarterback. I like him working in silence. Le'Veon Bell, you might need to start doing that. You might need to start working in silence, because clearly whatever's working out for you is not working out. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. Am I tripping for thinking about that? Le'Veon Bell, stop. Just stop it. If you haven't seen my other videos, I got more videos to the left right here. Stay tuned for more content coming your way. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Despicable.